Sandwich generation, yung parang kami, halimbawa yung meron kang inaalaga ang pamilya, may anak ka,
Gets.
may asawa ka or partner ka. At the same time, nag-aalaga ka rin ng elderly, ng mga magulang
Magulang,
mo.
opo.
Oo, yan. So, dyan umiikot usually yung challenges ng mga adults. Take what you need, discard what you don't need, di ba? Oo,
Parang
di ba?
ganun. Kasi ano naman po, yun nga, parang babalik, tools lang siya eh. So, ang tool, neither bad nor good. So, nasa sa'yo kung paano mo siya gagamitin. And kung i-harness mo rin naman talaga yung power niya, marami rin talaga siyang magiging
Yeah.
positive impact sa'yo.
Oo, oo.
Pero yun nga rin, dapat aware ka rin sa mga pwedeng negative impact kasi nga, it will affect your whole life din talaga eh.
Yeah, o yun nga sabi niya, think before you click. Ba yung nature naman ng abusive relationships,
Opo,
no?
ayun,
So,
opo.
oo,
Siyempre
pag tinanong natin what makes or breaks or what breaks a relationship, kung mga daily problems, it could be communication, but of course, there are other problems, no? When the relationship is abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally abusive, ibang usapan yun.
Ang mga susunod niyo pong mapapanood ay ang aking pakikipagtalakayan kasama si Professor Trina Resurrection. Isa pong clinical psychologist, former college professor, isang counselor, at isang nanay. Paalala lamang po, may iba't iba po tayong pananaw, tungkulin, pinanggalingan at pamamaraan dito sa mundo. Ang mahalaga po ay katotohanan ng ating laging hanapin at parating pag-ibig ang ating pairalin. May masasabi at masasabi po kaming mga mali at mga opinyong hindi kayo sumasang-ayon. Piliin po muna sana nating umintindi at umunawa bago humusga. Pawang 2 tao lamang po kami na nagkikwentuhan at sinusubukang magkaroon ng isang makabuluhang usapan. Bago po muna ang lahat, pakipindot po muna ang like at subscribe button bilang suporta. Mga minamahal na kapatid, ako po si Baste, and this is Epic.
Ma'am Trina, hello po.
Hello.
Pag-introduction lang ako ng onte, ma'am. Si Ma'am Trina po, professor ko nung college ako sa Introduction to Psychology. Tapos, kaya naging memorable sa akin sobra si ma'am. Kasi si ma'am, magaling siya magturo, pero at the same time, meron siyang may motherly vibe siya. Na parang, ako kasi lumaki ako walang nanay. So parang, I tend to be, I look up to people na may motherly vibes. So si ma'am talaga yung pinaka-naalala ko parang unang naging nananayan ko dun sa Lasal kasi ang sarap ng kakwentuhan kahit after ng classes. So ma'am, maraming salamat po sa pagpapaunlak sa invitation ko na mag-guest kayo kasi gusto ko po talaga makapag-guest ng psychologist kasi napaka-importante po ng usapang mental health ngayon dahil ang daming nakakaranas ng mga mental health problems pero marami ring tao na may misconception doon at naapektuhan yung mga taong nakakaranas. Dahil nga may mga taong hindi pa aware. So, ito po, para mapag-usapan natin yung mga bagay-bagay na yun. So, ma'am, punta na po tayo sa unang tanong.
Okay.
Ano po ba ang psychology? At bakit po siya importante sa society natin?
Okay. Well, first, Baste, thank you for giving me this chance to be in your podcast. And yeah, oo, naalala ko rin nung college ka pa, very vivid memory. Nandito ka pa nga nakaupo lagi sa left side
Opo.
Yung malapit sa window,
Malapit
di
ako
ba?
sa teacher lagi.
Oo. And I do remember that you're one of the talented in that class, di ba? And you do have, yung mga alala ko yung mga tanong mo, so that really enriched the discussion at that time. Ayan. Okay,
Religious
sige.
talaga.
Oo. So, intro psy, kita student before, and I think this question really is, one of the parang first questions ng mga tao na wala pang background in psychology. So ano nga bang psychology? So the definition of psychology really is the discipline or the scientific study of human mind and behavior. So human mind, so mental processes, how we think, how we process information. It also looks into emotional processes and experiences, why we feel what we feel, and then, of course, the manifestation of our thoughts and feelings, which are our behaviors. So what causes or what explains behaviors. So I just want to highlight yung scientific, kasi yung iba, pag sinabing psychology, puro usap-usapan lang yan. Ganon, oo. Pero it's really scientific because we employ the scientific method when we study the mind, emotions, behaviors. We do observations, experiments. We have testing, and we really follow the scientific, systematic approach no,
Opo.
to the study of these phenomena. Yan.
Opo. Pagdating naman po yun, bakit siya relevant o bakit siya kailangan ng society?
Oo. Well, everything that we do is behavior, right? And it's rooted in how we think, what we believe, no, and how we feel. No? So, importante siya kasi everything that we do, is psychology,
Yes.
actually. No? And if we understand bakit ginagawa ng isang tao yung ginagawa niya, saan siya nanggagaling, no? On a day-to-day basis, may iwasan yung conflict. Okay? So, may improve yung problem solving. In essence, understanding the mind, emotions, and behavior helps us connect
Yes.
to each other.
Opo. Tsaka mas mananavigate mo yung buhay mo dahil technically, lahat ng tao may mind eh. So parang the more naiintindihan mo sila, mas makakapag-socialize ka na maayos. Kailangan natin ng matinong social skills dito sa mundo para mag-function ka ng tama. Eh, no?
Right,
Opo, ma'am.
oo.
Pero atras naman tayo ng onte, ma'am. Paano po kayo napunta sa mundo ng psychology?
Okay. Sige. So, I will summarize. So, bata pa lang ako, may ganun, may backstory. Bata pa lang ako, gusto ko nang maging, ang tawag ko noon, maging doktor ng mga baliw. Of course, we don't use that term, no, it's not politically, socially correct, no. But, syempre, at bata ka, yun yung description mo. No? So, I remember being asked in high school, so, ano yung dream mo? Ganon. Ano gusto mo maging after graduation? So, ko yun, gusto ko maging doktor ng mga baliw, gusto ko silang tulungan. No? So, fast forward, nung nag-apply ako for college, so, ang nakuha kong course sa UP is behavioral sciences. So, in UP Manila kasi walang psych. So, it's the closest to, psychology. So, I took up behavioral sciences. So, mas lumawak yung understanding ko sa human interactions, behaviors, no. Kasi meron yung socio, oo. So, hindi lang siya psychology, no.
Mas malawak.
So, yes, mas malawak siya, oo. So, nagkaroon ako ng better appreciation, I think, greater appreciation for human behavior. But after that, after graduation, one of the jobs that I got was preschool teaching. No, so I think ito yung pinaka-defining moment sa akin bakit ako napunta sa psych. No, kasi meron akong estudyante noon sa preschool na very difficult yung kanyang behavior, no, and even the family was having a difficult time, understanding the child. So as a teacher, I was at a loss, no, how to help the child. So, I had the idea of, what if I take SPED, special education, oo. Pero as I was going through the different courses, no, degrees, nakita ko yung clinical psychology.
Opo.
So sabi ko, parang marami siyang ma-encompass. So that's when I decided to take up clinical psych. Yan. Oo, kung saan tayo institution ng galing.
Opo.
No, oo. Tapos, and the rest is history. No? So my professors helped me grow the skill, and then I landed jobs, opportunities to teach psych and also to practice. So by practice, meaning I do psychological assessment, and then eventually counseling and therapy.
Opo.
So yun yung evolution niya. From wanting to be a doktor ng mga baliw, no? Hindi ko pa kasi alam yung term na psychiatrist at that time, to becoming a psychologist.
Psychologist.
Oo.
Ma'am, para po sa inyo, ano yung best thing about being a psychology professor and at the same time, therapist din?
Oo, okay. So at the time, nung nagtuturo ako, what helped me was yung tinuturo ko, or what I do in practice as an assessment and clinical psychologist, nai-inform niya yung tinuturo ko. So kumbaga, I understand the concepts and theories of psych because I see it also in my
May
practice.
practical application.
Oo, yun. So nakakatulong yun sa pagtuturo ko. No? So kumbaga may masasabi ko siguro may depth
Opo.
ng lived experience yung pagtuturo. And at the same time, yung practice naman is informed by me teaching,
Opo.
because as part of the faculty, we do research also, you read researches about psych, you keep updating your knowledge. So, syempre, nai-inform din yung practice mo. So, sa kababasa mo, kakaaral mo, kaka-research mo, meron na palang development sa ganitong therapy or assessment. So, nadadala mo siya sa practice. So, ano siya, may tinatawag tayong scientist practitioner
Yes,
model.
opo.
So, in a way, teaching and doing practice at the same time really
Opo.
helps.
Synergistic sila.
Oo,
Opo.
tama. Yes.
Pero ma'am, kung mapupuntahan po natin, ano po yung parang best memory or parang cherished memory nyo sa pagtuturo naman? Kasi ako, sa amin, doon yung kami naapektuhan. Ako po, kaya ako mahilig mag-aral ng psychology. I mean, self-study lang naman. Dahil din po sa inyo eh. So parang, sa inyo naman po, kung meron mga teachers na sa amin naging impactful, meron po ba kayong experiences sa pagtuturo naging impactful naman sa inyo?
Yeah, oo. Actually, siguro yung vivid or pinaka-meaningful na memory ko about of teaching,
Opo.
psychology in particulars, yung pag nakikita mo yung mga estudyante mo na, tulad na sinabi mo, yung naiinteresado. So they come to the class na parang, papasok ako kasi required to. Pero as days went along, kapag nagdi-discuss kayo, tapos nagtatanong sila, tapos some would stay after class, tapos they would ask about personal experiences, because naintindihan nila or napaisip sila dun sa pinag-aaralan. So I think that's one of the meaningful moments for me. And syempre, after pag nakagraduate na yung mga estudyante, so this is really beyond teaching. Pag nakagraduate na sila, tapos magme-message sila. Na parang, Miss, ganito may nangyari sa akin na may na-achieve ako, tapos naalala ko yung lessons natin sa positive psych, ganun. So syempre, yun, nakakatabay ng puso. Yun naman ang yun ang nag-fuel sa mga
Long-lasting
teachers.
impact po kasi yun eh. Yun ang maganda eh.
Saka, siguro if I may add,
Apo.
na-appreciate ko din yung moments na pag meron silang beliefs, halimbawa, Miss, ayokong introvert, gano'n. Kasi mga introvert, parang depressive, gano'n. Pero when you discuss, for example, those topics, yung mga misconceptions nila, nababago. So yung change, yung shift in beliefs and mindset, and that they become, better at understanding people. So that's very, for me.
Pero yun ma'am, eto, madagdag ko lang na tanong. Yun nga po, kung sa general lifestyle ng isang tao, ano ba yung mga importanteng shift sa mindset ng isang tao na sa tingin mong makakabuti talaga sa lahat in general?
Siguro when it comes to psych, it's that attitude siguro of openness. Yung parang kung meron kang beliefs, like solid, strong beliefs, but you're open to discussion, you're open to listening to other people's perspectives, and then, I think it's not so much what beliefs should be changed, but what's important is that openness. Na kahit strong yung belief mo, pero open ka na marinig yung perspective ng ibang tao. And also, even if you don't agree with the other person's perspective, it's the capacity to respect.
Yes.
Capacity to respect that, okay, your belief is different, I have a different take on it, but I respect where you're coming from.
Kasama rin doon kasi yung emotional regulation eh, no? Parang mapapractice mo yung emotional regulation sa ganong openness eh.
Yeah, the ability to kahit parang na-frustrate ka, nainis ka, pero with respect kasi, if you respect the belief of the person, yung background ng tao, you would be able to to regulate your reactions, your emotional reactions.
Yun ang importante kasi. Ano naman? Ito naman, pag punta naman po sa pagiging therapist nyo naman, ano po yung typical cases na hinahandle nyo?
Okay. So ngayon, most of my clientele are adults and teenagers or adolescents. Sa adults, usually, sabi nga nila, yung mga adulting problems.
Yes.
Family, relationship, marital or partner problems, no? Balancing needs and resources of the family, finances.
Opo, gets.
No, oo, ano pa ba? Health, no, and how it impacts their work, no, or their yun nga, yung the way they do things on a day-to-day basis, no. Yun, for adults, mostly yun, no. Isa sa mga naririnig kong problems ngayon is yung concerns ng sandwich generation.
Ano po yun?
Oo, yung sandwich generation, yung parang kami, halimbawa yung meron kang inaalaga ang pamilya, may
Gets.
anak ka, may asawa ka, or partner ka. At the same time, nag-aalaga ka rin ng elderly, ng mga
magulang.
magulang mo. Oo, yan. So, dyan umiikot usually yung challenges ng mga adults, no? At least the clients that I have. For teenagers, no? So, kung sa adults work, so sa teenagers usually it's school, oo, burnout, no? So napapansin ko yung demand din talaga sa mga bata ngayon, no? Academic, extracurriculars, ang dami nilang ginagawa,
Opo.
no? Ano pa, feelings of belongingness or isolation, yung parang wala akong friends, o kaya bullying, yan. Ano pa ba? Relationship problems also,
Ayan po.
girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, issues with identity,
Opo.
no, yan din, no. And ano pa ba? Issues with family.
Opo.
Yan. So, and meron pa, no, karaniwan yan, yung mga bata na nirefer sa amin, ang laging tanong nila, hindi naman lagi, no, pero isa sa mga tanong nila is, teacher, ganon, I asked them to call me Teacher Trina. Teacher, nabasa ko kasi sa internet o I saw on TikTok that these are the symptoms of ADHD.
Opo.
So, I feel parang meron ba ako? Yung mga ganon. No? So, yun
Ako
yung
ma'am,
mga,
feeling ko may adult ADHD ako, pero
ganon ba? Oh,
pero hindi pa ako nagpapadiagnose.
Oo. It can always be checked. Oo.
Ma'am, ito lang, may tanong ko lang. Kasi ito, feeling ko napaka-importante ma-clear to sa masa eh. Hindi naman po kailangang necessary na meron kang diagnosis para magpa-therapy ka, di ba?
Yes. Oo. I mean, siguro to also siguro expand that question, no? Ang therapy kasi we employ kapag clinical cases or
Yes, okay.
usually mas problematic na yung functioning, no, psychological functioning. But people can actually go to us for what we call counseling, or
Counseling pala.
ito yung mga problems of day-to-day living, no? I mean, hindi mo naman kailangan magkaroon ng mental health condition
Ayun nga po,
para makaranas ng nahihirapan na ako,
Opo.
pagod na ako, no? So, these are very real problems that we experience every day na minsan kailangan mo lang talagang ihinga.
Opo, nga, totoo.
Oo, sabihin, at you need a professional's guidance, no, or listening ear. And aside from counseling, people can actually go to us to ask about mental health.
Para maintindihan
or
nila.
psychology,
Opo.
tulad ng ginagawa mo.
Opo, kaya tanong lang ng
Minsan pupunta sila, magtatanong lang sila. So ano ba yung ba
Opo.
yung, for example, autism, ano ba yung depression, ganun.
Opo.
And it doesn't mean that they have it, but they're just really concerned or curious. No? Yun.
Kasi yun po yung parang nakikita ko na importante na kasi po may stigma dito na parang natatakot silang magpa-counselor, magpa-therapy dahil baka isipin nila baliw ako o isipin nila may sapak ako.
Oo,
So
totoo
parang ang
yan.
daming may mga pinagdadaanan na hindi makakahingi ng tulong dahil natatakot sila sa isipin ng tao sa kanila. So napaka-importanting malinaw po yan.
Oo, totoo yan. No? Totoo yan actually. Until now. No? So, ngayon actually ang mental health, kaliwaan ang usapan dyan. No? Napakarami ng, and that's good. No? I mean, people are starting to really talk about it. No? Starting to be comfortable talking to people about their conditions. No? But really, hindi pa rin nawawala yung stigma.
Stigma, meron
Oo.
at meron.
So, minsan may iba na pupunta sa amin, no, na ayaw talagang ipaalam, no. And that's okay.
Opo.
That's okay. Of course, for some kasi they just don't want to explain,
Opo.
and we respect that. No, ang importante, they go to us
Opo.
for help.
Yes.
No, yun. But hopefully we get to that point na talagang everyone is not naman comfortable, no, but everyone is open,
Open, yeah.
no, to talking about that. O parang kumbaga pag ubot sipon na lang, no, na
Yes, opo.
hindi ka ganun matatakot or mahihiya. Oo.
Kasi importante talaga to seek help
Of
when you need it.
course.
Opo.
Of course. Oo.
Pero ma'am, ako mapunta lang tayo kanina nabanggit niyo po you often deal with yung relationship problems and marital problems. Ma'am, kung may, ano po, kung ano yung sa mga nakita niyong common denominator ng mga problems, ano po yung common problems ng relationships, and at the same time, ano po yung magandang approach para may masolusyonan yun?
Mm-mm. I cannot speak for all.
Opo.
No, of course, a partnership no doesn't have to be like a married relationship, but a partnership is always challenging. No, parang it's a constant learning about each other. It's a constant adjusting to each other, meeting each other halfway. So siguro having said that, the problem usually stems from challenges in communication. No, so hindi kayo magkaintindihan, no, iba yung goals nyo, iba yung expectations ninyo. Could be yung long term, yung tipong plano nyo sa buhay, to as simple as yung expectations nyo sa isa't isa on a daily basis.
Opo.
So halimbawa, sino ba yung gagawa nito? O dapat sa pananaw ko ikaw dapat 'yan.
Opo.
Pero para sa ako dapat 'yan. So yung mga ganun ba no? So it's yung communication.
Communication problem
Oo,
talaga.
oo. I would say communication challenges. No, oo. Yun.
Pero ma'am, totoo ba yung may tanong lang ako, totoo ba na indicator yung na parang may study raw ata, na parang pinaka-common daw po, na parang simple sign na mag-end yung marriage, yung pagka nag-eye roll yung isang member. Kasi parang nagpapakita raw po ng contempt, na parang wala ka ng respeto dun sa tao pag gina-eye roll mo na siya. Na parang sa therapy raw po, sa dinami-dami ng mga nakita ng therapist, yung kadalasan mga nag-eye roll pagka nasa therapy yung couple. Totoo ba yun?
Okay, that I cannot confirm.
Sige po, sige po.
I cannot confirm, but siguro what makes or breaks the relationship really is that decision to communicate. No, oo. If one is no longer committed or is no longer willing to communicate and make compromises or negotiate, yon no. Syempre, lang yan, no. Parang kahit ano namang relationship kung ayaw na nung isa, 'di ba? Kung hindi na siya willing to make it work, or at least to communicate, then it's going to be hard. Oo.
In simple words, pag may sumuko na talaga, no, parang emotionally and all, basta pag sumuko na parang...
In a way, no? But it doesn't mean that kung ayaw ko mag-communicate ngayon, wala na talaga to, no? Because like what we said, no, in psychology, depending on when we try to understand the behavior, there are many factors, no? So, maybe after a while, no, when they're given time and space, sabi nga nila, no, oo, then maybe the person would be willing to communicate again, then that may, repair the relationship. So for me, no, and remembering the concerns of the people that I've talked to, no, na yan ang concern, it's really a challenge in communication. Oo.
Tsaka yung kasi, mahirap din talaga kasi minsan nga, yun nga, pagdating na po sa psychology, magkahiwalay yung mind mo sa mind niya
Oo.
And minsan yung synergy na yun yung pinakamahirap talaga makukuha. No?
Pero syempre iba yung iba yung nature naman ng abusive relationships,
Opo.
no?
Ayun,
So,
opo.
oo,
Siyempre
pag tinanong natin what makes or breaks or what breaks a relationship, kung mga daily problems, it could be communication, but of course there are other problems, no? When the relationship is abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally abusive, ibang usapan yun. No, oo. Yeah.
Ma'am, punta naman po tayo sa What do you think is the most misunderstood aspect of the human behavior naman?
Misunderstood aspect of human behavior. Oo. Or siguro I'll come from mental health.
Opo.
Oo. One, sa iba, no, kapag ka nagkakaroon ng mental health conditions, for example, ang iniisip nila arte lang, no? So yun, I think that is one of the things that we are still trying to educate the community about, no? Na hindi siya gawa-gawa. No, oo. And then secondly is kapag ba nagkaroon ka ng behavior problems or let's say mental health problems, forever na ba 'yan?
Opo.
No? So most mental health conditions are manageable, no? So we understand nga mental health in terms of a continuum eh. No? So pag continuum, so para siyang linear, no, na meron siyang points in the continuum, no. So open-ended siya.
Opo.
No, so at one point you can be healthy,
Mental.
at one point, mentally healthy, and then at some point nasa-stress ka na, reactive ka na, no.
Opo.
Meron part na parang nai-injure ka na. And then may part na parang yun na, no, nag-fall ka na into severe mental health condition. So ang tanong sa amin is, so once ba nagkaroon ka ng mental health condition, forever na yan.
Opo.
So dyan ka na sa part ng continuum na yan na you're ill, no, you will not be well anymore.
Opo.
But mental health nga is a continuum. No? So
Yes.
depending on your life circumstances at kung may tumulong sa'yo, may
Opo.
resources ka, pwede kang mag-slide back, no, to becoming healthy, or if not healthy, a little less ill.
Yes.
Yun, yung gano'n, no?
Opo.
Ano pa ba? Another siguro na misconception ay kapag ba may mental health condition, hindi ka na pwede magtrabaho,
Oo.
mag-aral, oo.
Nagiging excuse minsan, no?
Yun yung sinasabi nila, no, na parang nagiging excuse na siya, gano'n. Ano. Well, when you have, depending on the severity, syempre kung severe
Opo.
pa yung iyong condition, kailangan mo talagang magpagaling at magpahinga, no?
Opo.
But like what I've said, you can go back to the healthy side of the continuum if you get support, no? Oo. So there are people who have mental health conditions, existing mental health conditions, but they can function, no, because they get treatment
Opo.
or they get support, thus they take care of themselves. So they can go back to school, they can go back to work.
Opo.
Oo. Yeah.
Pero ma'am, kunyari pupunta po tayo sa usapang ano naman, personality disorders. Meron po ba, may mga, pagdating naman po yung mga BPD or OCD or ADHD, hindi pala personality disorder. Sorry, mali po yun. Yung mga, ano po, yung mga NPD, mga narcissistic personality disorder. Yung po ba pagdating dun, nababago pa po ba yun? Or parang technically, pag diagnose ka na ng personality disorder, parang kailangan mo na lang i-deal or i-tame mo siya, pero yun na talaga yung personality mo.
Okay. So this is actually a complex question to answer, no. So I think it's as complex as the personality disorders, no. So unang-una mahirap siya ma-diagnose, no, kasi parang makikita nga siya as really personality. No, ito yung pang-araw-araw na galaw mo, pag-iisip, no, at nararamdaman, no. So so it's hard to diagnose, and because it's part of one's personality, sometimes ano siya, no, parang they don't see it as problematic. No, unlike pag nakakaramdam ka ng anxiety or parang you're starting to feel depressed, you sense that, oh, there's something wrong with me. I need help, no? But with PD, no, they might not even recognize that there is something lacking or problematic with them, no? So to get support, no, is one part of the challenge, no? So if they do get diagnosed, no, it really takes commitment kasi personality na nga din siya, no, parang you've been like this for a long time, no. So for people to think that, oh, ilang sessions lang yan, no, okay na yan, no, magbabago na yan, no, that's siguro a tall order for them because personality is developed over time, no. So to manage that, no, it will also take a lot of work. It takes time. And that is if they really are aware na meron silang ganong
Yun nga rin kasi
challenge.
mahirap yung tanggapin sa sarili mo yun, no?
Yes, oo. If you think that, pagkatao ko to, walang
Opo.
mali sa akin. But really, who recognizes that there's something wrong, it's the people around them.
Totoo po.
So importante rin talaga na yung support ng mga tao na dun sa person na yon. Oo.
Pero ma'am, kayo ma'am, personally, may mga na-handle po kayong personality disorders?
Wala, in a sense na they don't say that they are diagnosed with a
Yes,
PD.
yes.
No, oo.
PPD is bipolar po, di ba?
Borderline.
borderline pala,
Borderline personality disorder. Oo. Yan. And ano din kasi yan, it really takes a comprehensive evaluation, no? Kasi pwedeng, paano masasabi na personality disorder? So you have to establish that the person has been behaving like this for a period of
Opo.
time, no? So from, there are signs maybe in childhood, but it became more apparent in teenage years, or apparent in adulthood. No? Hindi siya yung parang nangyari lang, recently. No? So you have to establish that.
Opo.
No? So meron namang mga criteria yan para masabi na, it's a personality disorder and not another psychological condition.
Opo.
Yan.
Ano naman, ma'am? What psychological traits are most needed for humanity's survival for the next 100 years?
Wow, talagang next 100 years. Kasi siguro I don't know what's gonna happen in the next decade or two, but siguro sa ngayon, no, given the the volatility, ang bilis magbago ng panahon.
Opo,
no? Sabi nga
yung-
nila, it's a VUCA world, no? It's volatile, uncertain, it's complex, it's ambiguous, no? Ibig sabihin nito talagang parang ang daming unpredictable, no? Ang daming pagbabago, sobrang bilis, no? I think it's very important that people are adaptive.
Opo.
Yun, no, parang sasabayan natin yung pag-unawa.
Pagbabago.
Yes. Not necessarily you will change your beliefs or your beliefs or whatnot, but you're able to adjust to that, no, or have that level of openness, no. Next is siguro resilience. Kasi dahil nga sa pagbabago, sabi nga natin, ang change naman kasi, when we experience change, it always brings a sense of discomfort.
Yes.
So, others are okay with change, but there are others who it takes effort for
Opo.
them to adjust to changes. So, with all these changes happening now, society, technology, relationships,
Opo.
yun. I think it helps that people are resilient,
Opo.
na kapag may nangyari, we are able to pick ourselves up.
Yes.
Yung gano'n, no? With the support of others. No? So, being resilient also means recognizing na kung hindi mo kaya, there are other resources, no, people, even groups, institutions na makakatulong sa kanila.
Opo.
And another one is empathy.
Empathy talaga.
Yan,
Opo.
oo.
Classic
Kasi, we can be strong, we can be adaptive, but we need empathy so that we can maintain our connection
Opo.
with each other.
Opo. Ma'am, kung may define niyo lang po yung empathy kung may mga taong hindi pa naiintindihan yung empathy. Ano nga bang empathy?
Empathy is the ability to understand, to feel, to connect, with others. You understand where they're coming from, you feel for them, hindi siya in contrast to sympathy na naaawa ka. No? But empathy is being able to put yourself in another person's shoes.
Yes. Yan, opo.
To see things from their perspective. No? So, when we have empathy, we are kinder in
Opo,
our responses to other people.
Opo.
Yun.
Tsaka kahit, ma'am, sa amin, sa experience ko rin sa business or in all, kahit hindi lang dun sa pagiging kind, pag nailalagay mo yung sarili mo sa sapatos ng iba, mas may na-navigate mo kung paano mo aayusin yung deal mo, paano ka makikipag-negotiate. Kasi yun nga po yun, kahit akala natin, kahit po sa business, di ba, yung maraming mga parang mas narcissist kasi mga magugulang or mga ganid. Pero hindi, sa totoo lang po, sa mga nakita kong businessmen, sobrang ano po nila, empathic nila.
Really? Oo.
Kasi parang, yun nga po, parang nakakaramdam sila ng emotions ng iba. So, papasok po doon yung emotional intelligence din.
That's good.
Opo,
That's good.
na-
That's good to hear.
Opo.
Oo. So, empathy is part of their strategy.
Opo.
No, oo.
Marami pong gano'n. Na nagulat din ako na ang dami palang negosyante na akala ko kasi parang mga ano sila, yung mga gano'n, yung mga parang selfish. Pero hindi. Ang gagaling nila sa tao sa totoo lang.
Okay, I think that's an important insight, no?
Opo.
And empathy is a skill that you can develop, no? Sabi nga nila, marami na ring mga pag-aaral na empathy really helps with problem solving. So, sa sinabi mo, no? Kasi nga
Opo.
naman tama, naiintindihan mo kung ano yung need nila.
Opo, yun.
'Di ba? So you're able to to design your strategy.
Kasi
from
naman, ang
that.
mga negosyante, problem solvers naman po talaga sila. Kaya parang,
Okay.
kaya nagulat din ako. Sa kaka-interview ko rin po kasi ng mga business, ang galing, napaka-importante pala ng empathy.
Oo. So I suppose with the upcoming election, that's
Nako,
also...
yun nga, ma'am. Opo. Sige, ma'am, kung punta lang tayo sa usapang election dahil ito papunta na po tayo dun. Ano po yung, kung papunta naman sa mental health na lang ng general, ano po may papayo niyo sa mga botante ngayon?
So mga botante, okay, sige. Siguro manage yung social media consumption about election-related information. No? Kasi nakaka-overload talaga yan. No? Digital overload, and to really be critical. No? To really be critical about yung mga babasahin. No? And syempre, sa pagboto. No? Oo. And to choose your battles. I mean, we can engage in conversations, no, but in debates even, no, but if it affects our mental health already, no, so we can choose to converse with people na may intindihan, mapapakinggan tayo, kaysa sa makipag-usap ka sa isang tao na talagang ito na rin yung paniniwala niya, no. We agree to disagree, no, so ayun, no, just to also manage the stress of the election. There are others maybe I may have missed, but basically that, no. Oo. And to ano pa ba, to really think about your choices,
Opo.
so that later on we don't regret.
Opo.
We don't suffer the guilt, of feeling na, ano ba yan, kasama ko sa mga bumoto sa kanya. Di ba yung gano'n?
Opo.
So we also think of the long-term
Opo.
impact consequences of our vote.
Opo.
Oo.
Tsaka yun nga rin na parang kung pupunta tayo sa psychology, marami po kayong nakikita sa social media or anumang campaign materials na mga ano dyan na talagang technically sinasayko kayo or parang minamanipulate kayo para boto nyo sila. So parang, yun nga po, be critical din po sana sa mga makikita nyo kung talaga bang interest nyo yung nasa isip nila or nililigawan lang kayo para sila iboto nyo. Parang,
Siguro of course they will strategize. So if we can siguro substitute the term strategize to yung manipulate, no. Siguro
Opo.
hindi naman manipulate, they can be, but siguro it's part of their strategy. But I agree, no, yung parang check for sincerity of
Yun.
intention. No? So by really doing our research, ano na ba yung mga nagawa niya, ganyan. And of course, ako, sana may mga politiko na talagang supportive
Opo.
sa mental health. No? Kasi ang mental health ay parang, hindi pala parang, no? Ang mental health ay tulad ng physical health. No?
Opo.
Importante yan.
Sobra,
No? So
opo.
sana yung access to mental health support, no, sana mabigyan pansin yan actually ng mga ng gobyerno, no? So meron naman, pero sana mas accessible pa siya, no? So halimbawa sa PhilHealth, yung gano'n, no, meron na tayong mental health package, pero sana mas maging ano pa yan, no, mas maging accessible pa. So,
Kasi
I think that matters in this year's election.
totoo. Kasi sobrang importante po no na may politika tayo ng susuporta sa mental health dahil lahat ng tao may mental health at mas mentally healthy ang tao, mas productive siya at mas gaganda yung economy natin kung bibigyan din ng importansya yung mental health ng masa.
Yeah, and of course, batas na rin kasi siya.
Opo.
No? So, batas na siya. So, dapat lang talaga na ma-implement siya
Implement na
properly.
Totoo.
No? Oo,
Opo.
ayan.
Ma'am, punta naman po ulit tayo sa being a professor and a practitioner po. Ano po yung one belief nyo about the human behavior or human psychology na nagbago dahil po sa practice nyo?
Nothing drastic siguro. If there's one thing that this profession taught me, it's the idea of competent caring. No, yung idea na yon na as mental health professionals kasi, no, or yung may mga interest sa mental health support, no, minsan talagang nasa nature natin yung tumulong.
Opo.
No, yung tulong ka ng tulong, bigay ka ng bigay, no. Pero over the years, I learned no, also with the support of my mentors no, na ang pangangalaga sa mental health ng iba ay kailangang informed. No? That's why we have the strategies. No, kailangan alam mo kung paano tumulong. No? At
Yes.
kung ano yung tamang paraan at kung ano yung tulong na kailangan nung kliyente. No, so it's competent and compassionate caring no na and also you won't be able to take care of others. So paulit-ulit natin 'to sinasabi no. You cannot pour from an empty cup no. You won't be able to fully support others if you yourself you're running on empty. No? So you have to fill your tank first so that you can competently, efficiently, compassionately care for others, no? Oo. Yun.
Pero ma'am, kunyari, punta naman po tayo dun. How do you take care of your own mental health?
Oo, good question.
Opo.
Oo. Minsan talaga we find ourselves, so for, at least for me, no, as a mental health professional, minsan we find ourselves really stretching ourselves so much. No, hanggat kaya mong tumulong, tutulong ka. No, kasi alam mong kailangan nung kliyente nung assistance mo, no. Pero it's when I start feeling the signs of burnout. No? So one, I learned to recognize my signs of burnout. No, so pag nafe-feel ko na mabigat na yung balikat ko, physical signs,
Opo.
no, mental signs, parang nagka-cloud na yung brain ko, o kaya ang dami-dami ko na iniisip, hindi na ako makatulog, gano'n, no. And physical signs, minsan magkakasakit na ako, mag-allergy ako, gano'n. So it's listening to those signs, so we call it biofeedback, no, biological feedback. And then when you recognize the signs, that's when I do things that I know would be effective for me. No, so for me, it's really taking a break.
Opo.
No, so what also worked for me over the years and still works for me is knowing my optimal break.
Oh.
Yun, kasi hindi sapat sa akin yung itutulog ko lang,
Gets
yung
it.
overnight. So alam ko na pag ganito na yung level ng pagod ko, kailangan ko ng at least 3 days.
Opo.
No, so what I'm saying is that in taking care of myself, and maybe it's something that others are doing also, or baka this is something that they find helpful. First is understanding your signs of stress, fatigue, when you're not okay anymore. And then second, really know what works for you. Ano? Kasi kahit naman sabihin natin na, you do breathing, mindfulness, or magbakasyon ka, mag-travel ka, ganyan, or itulog mo lang yan. No? Pero it's different for it's different for everyone.
Opo.
So it helps that you know what really works for you. Ayun.
Kilalanin mo rin talaga yung sarili mo. No?
Of course, you can look back in yung past experiences mo nung panahon na burnout ako. Ito yung ginawa ko, tapos effective siya.
Opo.
No, so yung ganon.
Nabanggit niyo po kanina yung biofeedback. So, pupunta po doon yung physical health. Ano po ba ang relationship ng physical health kay mental health?
Ay nako, they are enmeshed, no? They are closely intertwined, no? Of course, how the mind works, no, affects our physical health also,
Okay.
no? When we are stressed, no, our body releases, for example, the
Cortisol.
stress hormone. Yes, cortisol. Oo. So kapag prolonged ang release ng cortisol, it's associated with different with different health concerns. Pag nagpapa-check up nga tayo, 'di ba? Isa na 'yan sa mga tinatanong ng
Opo.
mga doktor, 'di ba? Stressed ka ba?
Stressed ka ba?
Yung ganon. Kasi ano talaga 'yan, no? They are intertwined. No? Kaya nga sabi nila, ang overall health ay hindi lang physical health.
Opo.
Overall health is physical health and mental health. No?
Opo.
Oo.
Kasi sa akin, sa experience ko po, syempre may mga pinagdaanan ding dark times. Pinakatulong po sa akin, pag-workout at pagkain ng tama.
Yeah.
Parang nakita ko na.
Oo. Yun din, yung how we support our mental health. So you will find that mental professionals, psychologists, psychiatrists would recommend, certain diet. Sabi nga nila, balanced diet, di ba? And prebiotics, probiotics, because it helps with your microbial health. Although I'm not a doctor,
Opo.
no, but yung contemporary studies on mental health also incorporate how our physical health
Opo.
affects our body.
Kasi vessel ng mind mo, yung body mo. So, dapat talaga healthy siya para maging healthy yung laman.
Yes. Oo.
Ma'am, punta naman po tayo sa Ah, ito po, kasi ito na, 'di ba? Medyo grabe na yung modern society, yung evolution or yung acceleration ng pag-evolve ng technology, sobrang bilis na. Like talaga ngayon po, grabe na yung AI at saka
Yeah.
grabe na rin yung mga nakikita natin sa social media. Healthy po ba para sa human mind yung modern society? Ano po ba impact ng modern society sa human mind ngayon?
Oo. It's a double-edged sword, no? So there are advantages and there are challenges na dala ng modernity, no? Sa mental health, una, nakita natin over the years na with technology, no, with even with social media, no, the internet, no, yung awareness talaga about mental health and even neurodevelopmental conditions like ADHD, autism, intellectual disability, no, talagang it's made available, no, to almost everyone, no? So accessible yung information na yan, no. So secondly, ang advantage niyan, so aside from awareness, no, the technology also helps in a sense na meron ng apps that allow for accessible consultation.
Opo.
So may mga online consultations na, no. Meron ding mga mental health apps, no, na nagagamit, no. So kung familiar kayo sa, pwede ba magsabi like Headspace, like
Headspace.
Dare. Yeah, oo, yeah, no. So even yung mga faith-based apps na touch us on mental health like Halo, ganyan. So naging accessible, no. So another is like advancing methods in psychological support, no. So even yung mga testing, and ngayon ini-explore na rin yung may mga studies na nag-explore ng how AI can help with counseling and therapy, no. So yun. And well, it's easier to connect with people now, no. So yung mga individuals na who find it hard to make friends or to connect with people in their, for example, school or workplace, yung iba, nakakahanap sila ng support online,
Opo.
no? Nagkakaroon sila ng friends abroad, no, in other countries, and it helps with their mental health, no? Yan. Ngayon, ano yung other side ng sword? Yung challenges, syempre, digital overload. Ayan. Tapos yung there's just so much information na, and with AI, it's really hard to tell what is true and what is
Yes.
artificial. Yan. Oo. Ano pa ba? Isolation. Kung it allows us to connect with others, make friends abroad and wherever. No, but it can also be isolating na parang dun ka na lang sa gadget mo.
Totoo.
No, yan. And comparison culture, especially in social
Yun,
media.
opo.
Oo, syempre parang ngayon with social media, parang it kind of sets the standard, no? Parang gano'n na merong nabibuild na mga unrealistic expectations. Na lalo na sa mga kabataan ngayon, they want to be like this, like that, because this is what's shown on social media. So yun yung ilan, no, sa mga nakikita kong advantages and disadvantages.
Mama Edwin po, ano po yung masasabi niyo na parang nagkaroon daw po ng pagtaas ng cases of narcissism and ADHD dahil sa social media?
Okay. So that I don't have the info right
Opo.
now.
Pero kahit
no?
yung sa analysis niyo lang po kahit.
Oo. I wouldn't call narcissism like in a clinical sense siguro, no? Oo.
NPD na po.
Oo, hindi naman siguro parang clinical level, no? Pero siguro yung baka iniisip ng mga tao na parang people have become more self-conscious.
Opo.
Oo.
Kasi mas dumami raw po yung validation na nakukuha ng normal na tao ngayon dahil sa social media. Kaya parang lagi rin na-stroke yung ego nila. Parang,
Ganun ba? Siguro nga it's so convenient. Alam mo, it's so fast to get likes,
Opo.
no, to elicit likes or approval in social media, no. But yun nga, siguro hindi naman narcissism. I don't have the data now,
Opo,
but
opo.
siguro it's more of people have become self-conscious because they have so many things to compare themselves to.
Yes.
Influencers, no, even AI, no. So when you like filter your photo,
Yun
'di
nga,
ba? You
opo.
wish that you look like the filter, right? Oo, yung ganon. Tapos yun nga, posts about achievements here and there.
Yes.
Yeah, siguro sa mga magulang, no, yung pagka nakikita mo na, oh, yung anak ni ganito,
Opo.
ang galing-galing, bakit yung anak ko, hindi, yung mga gano'n.
Nakukumpara.
Oo, yung ganun. Kasi the info is there. No? I mean, you can see it. So you cannot help but ask yourself,
Opo.
bakit ako hindi ganun? Or sana ganun ako.
Opo.
Ayun, yung ganun.
So maganda po na parang meron tayong awareness na lahat na nakita niyo sa social media, hindi yun yung kabuuan ng katotohanan.
I hope, no? Oo, I hope that people will have that, yung critical, critical mind, no? When they watch, when they consume content, no?
Na kumbaga hindi rin porket na yung mga nakikita mo sobrang successful, may mga nagiging problema rin yan.
Of
Baka yun,
course.
hindi mo rin gugustuhin na magkaroon ka nun. So parang kumbaga big picture view lang sa nakikita sa social media na hindi yun yung kabuuan, walang mas better, walang mas worse na buhay. Lahat tayo nabubuhay lang talaga.
Yeah, and to be fair, no, we're not saying naman that social media is really bad, but really nakaka-motivate siya.
Opo,
Oo,
totoo yun.
so if we are in that mindset na parang, uy, kakatuwa naman, naka-inspire siya, no,
Opo.
from rags to riches, yung ganun, o kaya yung from struggling mental health wise, tapos ngayon advocate na siya, 'di ba? I also wanna be like that, no. Oh, in fact, yung mga ibang nakakausap ko, no, meron silang mga inspiration talaga na nakukuha sa social media.
Oo.
Yeah. Oh, ikaw ba, sino bang iyong social
tama po,
media
siya-
inspiration?
Lex Friedman, podcaster din po. Parang ano siya, AI scientist siya sa MIT. Tas
Oh,
nerd din
okay.
siya, so parang lahat din ng tao kinakausap niya. So
Yeah.
umabot na siya kahit sa mga presidente at lahat na mga ganun.
Wow.
Opo.
Oh.
Nerd lang talaga siya, since sobrang nerd niya.
Nerds rule the world.
Opo. Mas ako naman kasi mama ko yun naman na kasi sa philosophy naman, Friedrich Nietzsche ba? Para mga
Okay. Yeah.
parang mas tinitignan ko yung mga pwede kong makuha. Positive psychology na rin na mas naglilin na lang ako dun sa focus ko sa ano ba yung mga pwede kong makuha sa social media kaysa sa kakabad trip ko. Parang
Yeah.
ganun.
Oo, okay yun.
Pinaprime
Yung
ko rin
strategy na
ano
yun.
ko, opo.
Oo. Kasi yun nga, parang that's part of, I think, being critical about what you consume. No? Yung parang, sige, parang take what you need, discard what you don't
Yung
need,
hindi,
di ba?
opo.
Oo,
Parang
di ba?
ganun. Kasi ano naman po, yun nga, parang babalik, tools lang siya eh. So, ang tool, neither bad nor good. So, nasa sa'yo kung paano mo siya gagamitin. Kung i-harness mo rin naman talaga yung power niya, marami rin talaga siyang magiging
Yeah.
positive impact sa'yo.
Oo.
Pero yun nga rin, dapat aware ka rin sa mga pwedeng negative impact kasi nga, it will affect your whole life din talaga eh.
Yeah, yun nga sabi nga, think before you click, di ba?
Yan, totoo yun, ma'am.
Oo.
Ma'am, ano po? Punta na po tayo sa mental health.
Mhm.
Kasi 'di ba may notion kasi parang nagkaroon ng phases yan na parang una nasa lifestyle ang mental health. Tapos nagkaroon na rin po sa psychology, sa development of psychology na it's partly chemical din. So nagkaroon po parang sa analysis ko rin nagkaroon ng pagkakamali din ng psychiatry pagdating po sa medications. Kasi parang na-consider nila na purely chemical naging symptomatic ang approach lagi sa mental health. Na parang, may ganito ka, so may chemical imbalance ka. So ito ang gamot. Para sa inyo po ba, bilang psychologist naman, purely chemical lang po ba ang mga mental health problems?
Okay.
Chemical imbalance sa utak parang ganun.
Oo, it's always what we call biopsychosocial, no? At marami na ring aspects na dumagdag dyan sa model na yan. So biological, psychological, social. So if we were going to come from that biopsychosocial model, in fact, hindi mali ang psychiatry.
Opo.
Tama yan na meron talagang biological components ang mga mental health conditions, no? So it could be hereditary or yung tendency you inherit that sa genes, no? History, family history of, for example, specific mental health conditions, no? And yung predisposition mo, hormones, for example, mga hormonal imbalance, definitely there is a biological reason to that, no? That's why ang approach din talaga nila is medical, no? Pharmacological. And it doesn't make it wrong actually kasi
Yes, opo.
there are conditions that admittedly counseling or therapy cannot address on its own.
Opo.
Kailangan siyang i-medicate, no? In fact, pag talagang severe na yung symptoms, they have to go to the psychiatrist first so that they get
Medication,
medical support, whatever pharmacological support they need, no? And when the symptoms are addressed, no, that's when they can go to therapy or pwedeng sabay din yan.
Opo.
No? And along with that is the social support. No? So,
Yes,
syempre,
opo.
paglabas mo naman ng psychiatrist clinic or ng clinic ng psychologist or center, no, babalik ka sa ano mo sa real world setting
Community,
mo. Oo. So, kung na-address yung problems nung bio and psycho, bio with medication, psycho with support, no, counseling, therapy, or other interventions, there has to be social support also. So, from family, friends, workplace, school, no, other things that are outside the person.
Opo.
So that gets, they get support from that also. And the social also could be a trigger,
Opo.
no, in as much as cause yung may biological cause, maaari ding may social triggers or cause, meron ding psychological.
Opo. Kasi ako ma'am, sa experience ko, kasi may mga kaibigan din talaga akong like diagnosed and nag-ano. Majority sa kanila, for a time lang nila gugustuhin i-take yung mga SSRI. Tapos talagang lahat sila, parang ayaw na ayaw nila nung side effects. Na parang,
Oo.
ang nirereklamo sa akin ng isa kong kaibigan, parang wala akong motivation sa buhay. Parang hindi nga ako malungkot, di rin naman ako masaya.
Oh, I see.
Opo,
Oo.
parang may mga ganong cases po akong, I mean, personal ko pong naririnig din sa ganon.
There are some who really don't like the side effects. Kaya siya side effect, no. Para siyang hindi siya comfortable na effect, no. I remember a friend also telling me that when he took medications, no, it helped manage the symptoms of depression, the loneliness, but at the same time hindi rin siya sobrang saya,
Yun
no?
nga.
So and he didn't like that feeling, no? But there is a reason, no, that psychiatrists, I'm not a psychiatrist,
Apo.
but I trust that
Gets.
they do have scientific, medical reasons why they prescribe these medications. And hindi naman yan din hindi din yan na parang paracetamol or
Opo.
ibuprofen na pag-take mo after a few minutes
Okay na,
or
opo.
an hour, nawawala yung symptoms, no? So, to my understanding, it takes a while for the body to adapt also to the
Opo.
psychiatric medication. So it's very important that if they are feeling side effects, they have to go back to their psychiatrist
Opo.
to report that, no? Wag basta titigilan
Opo.
yung pag-inom ng gamot. At wag din yung kumbaga parang sila yung magre-recalibrate
Opo,
ng
ng
dosage
ano nila,
nila.
opo.
Oo. So go back to the psychiatrist, no?
Opo.
Oo, they will be able to address that.
Kasi parang ako, meron akong, parang di ako fan. I mean, isa lang sa medyo tinitignan ko. At kilala niyo po ba, medyo kasi controversial tong tao na to. Kilala mo si Jordan Peterson?
Sorry, hindi.
Opo. Ano siya, para clinical psychologist po siya sa Harvard na medyo partly conservative and so medyo naano rin sa babash. Pero ang may case po kasi siya, kung may kwento ko lang din, na nagka-cancer po yung asawa niya. Clinical psychologist po siya sa Harvard. Nagka-cancer yung asawa niya. So, syempre, depressed na nagka-problema. So, pumunta siya sa psychiatrist niya. Inano po siya, niresetahan siya ng diazepam. So, ang reseta sa kanya, everyday, diazepam, once a day. Di 2 years niya pong ginagawa dahil 2 years nagpapagamot. Gumaling na po yung asawa niya. So, para sa kanya, wala nang cause yung anxiety niya. So, tinigil niya. Pagkatigil niya po, para pong nakalimutan ko yung specific na tawag doon sa sakit. Pero yung buong katawan niya raw po, masakit lang all the time. Tapos hindi nila ma-figure out, nagpunta po siya ng Amerika, ng Canada, Russia, ng China. Hindi talaga parang nagka-withdrawal symptom po siya. Para bang hindi, pag tinitigil niya, doon po magkakapain yung katawan niya. So ang ginawa po sa kanya sa Russia, parang hindi pa po siya, parang experimental procedure lang. Ang ginawa sa kanya, in-induce siya sa induced coma.
Okay.
Para hindi mag-react yung katawan niya. Tapos doon po unti-unting binabaan yung dosage ng benzodiazepam. Para lang po matanggal sa kanya. So parang yun po yung parang doon ako napaisip na psychiatrist ang nag-administer nun. Sinunod niya lang. Tapos may ganun palang epekto na, as in, ang payo po sa kanya ng mga tao na nagkaroon ng mga ganong experiences, keep him alive, keep him alive. Kasi sa sobrang pain daw po ng katawan nila, ang tendency raw po ng mga tao na nandun sa withdrawal ng benzodiazepam, is suicide.
Oh.
Kasi parang ang lala na ng pain mo sa katawan, so parang ang pinakapayo lang sa kanya, keep him alive hanggang matapos yung...
Oh, that's sad.
So parang yun lang din po yung kaya ako natanong yung... Kasi nga po parang may ganun pong ako nakita.
Yeah, I suppose it's a case-to-case basis.
Yes.
And like I've mentioned a while ago, it's very important that you really be honest, no? You really be honest and consultative with your psychiatrist. Tulungan kayo dyan, no? So syempre kung ano yung sinasabi mo sa psychiatrist or even psychologist, no, doon sila manggagaling, no? So if you feel like, you're not comfortable with the effects, no, whether the effects or the side effects, you tell your doctor. Kahit naman sa ibang sakit sa katawan eh.
Opo.
Parang 'di ba, parang ayoko nitong gamot na to kasi
Bihiyang,
ganito
bihiyang.
ganyan, 'di ba? Pero babalik ka sa doktor, no? Kasi sila 'yung nakakaalam niyan. Psychiatrists have been very helpful
Yes.
to our provision of mental health support.
Opo.
No, oo. Kasi minsan kahit anong intervention mo, therapy or counseling, pero hindi na a-address yung kanyang physical
Opo.
symptoms, grabe yung anxiety or talagang in a very depressed state, no? Hindi yan tatagos.
Hindi kaya. Opo,
Oo,
totoo.
kailangan muna na they go back to that state of balance,
Opo.
no, in a way yung medyo namamanage na yung symptoms, and then the sessions become more productive. Oo.
Opo.
So talagang we really work hand in hand.
Opo.
No, oo.
Tsaka ang scientific community naman po kasi patuloy pa lang din nag-evolve and nagtitesis and antithesis. So talagang tignan lang natin yung mga pagbabago talaga sa science.
Yeah,
Opo.
oo. Nakikita rin namin yun yung pag ang clients nag-medicate na.
Opo.
Yun, after a
Kasi okay
while,
din,
and they would really report na nakakatulong talaga sa akin. And when they feel like with the combination of medication and counseling or therapy, when they feel like parang lumalakas na sila, nire-report din nila yun sa psychiatrist, no? And then the psychiatrist, how do I say it? Parang recalibrate their medication and then some they get weaned off. After a while,
Kahit wala
medication
na.
is done.
Opo.
Yes, oo.
Parang yun po dapat ang goal, maitigil mo rin talaga yung medications.
Oo. Well, kung talagang kailangan, parang siya, we trust the evaluation of the psychiatrist. But I've seen how it's helpful for the client and for us also. No? Ang siguro yung isang lang na misconception is pag nire-refer na sila sa psychiatrist,
Opo.
doon na sila nagtatanong, bakit, Miss Trina, baliw na ba
Baliw na
ako?
ba?
Ganon.
Opo,
Oo,
yun.
yung pag sinabi mo na, you have to bring them to the psychiatrist, ayoko kasi baka isipin baliw ako. Hindi naman, no? Hindi. No? I mean, we can think of it as, kapag ba inuubo tayo, di ba? Sabi, hindi ka naman kailangan pumunta sa doktor, di ba? Pero, at what point na inuubo ka, na pumupunta ka na sa
Opo.
doktor? Ikaw? Kailan ka
Bronchitis na, yung may onting dugo na lumalabas.
Oo, okay, maplema ka na,
Opo.
di ba? Parang, but it doesn't mean that you have pneumonia,
Opo.
right? Or you don't have cancer of the lungs, right? But you still go to the doctor to manage the symptoms para hindi na siya lumala.
Totoo.
So, ganun din sa pagre-refer sa psychiatrist. Kung nakakaramdam ka na ng ganitong sintomas at hindi na siya kaya ng iyong regular self-care, no?
Opo.
Yun. Then, go to the psychiatrist, magpa-check up ka, no? Para mabigyan ka ng kung ano mang kailangan mo, hindi na yan lalala. It
Opo.
doesn't mean na baliw ka.
Opo.
Para lang yang no? Para ka inubo, nagka-plema,
Opo.
pero hindi na pwedeng lumala yung plema mo kasi magkakaano ka na.
Opo.
Mas malalang complications.
So may alam po
yun.
akong istorya na
Oo.
ganyan eh. Like meron akong kilala na therapist siya. Tapos feeling niya sa nanay, yung parent niya, parang nagkakaroon ng mental health problem na malala. Nung pinayuhan niya na magpa-check sa psychiatrist, nag-away sila ng malala.
Oo.
Kasi parang akala, hindi ako baliw, hindi naman eh. Parang gusto lang naman ma-address yung problem eh. Opo. So may ganun talaga.
Yeah, until now, na-associate pa rin yan. Pero, yun nga, we just keep on
Apo.
explaining.
Ito ma'am, kaya natin ginagawa to.
Oo. So, it's actually a sign of, for me, it's a sign of strength to know na I need help. No? It's brave of people to admit no, na hindi ko na kaya, I need help, and to really show up for a checkup, no, and to get the right support, no. I think it's a sign of ako, no, I believe it's a sign of strength. You are helping yourself,
Yes.
no, by asking others to help you. Yun. Hindi nakakahiya ang humingi ng tulong. Hindi nakakahiya ang magpagamot. Hindi nakakahiya ang pumunta sa mental health professional. No, yun.
Kasi pag mas nakalala pa siya sa lifestyle mo na lang or sa health mo, mas malaking problema pa yun.
Oh, of course, when it gets worse, it's harder.
Ma'am, punta na po tayo sa practice nyo naman. Paano po ba talaga i-treat ang anxiety and depression?
Okay, so siguro yung tanong na yun nanggagaling sa ito kasi yung among the common mental health
Common,
concerns, anxiety or depression. No? So again, if we come from treatment, no, so kapag talagang severe or clinical na yung
Clinical,
case, so it helps to consult psychiatrists, no? So that addresses the biological. Yan. So if there are symptoms that must be treated or managed with medication, the psychiatrists can help. Okay. Now, of course, we also address the psychological. No? So meron ka bang mga paniniwala? Meron ka bang mga habits, for example, that lead to these feelings? No? It becomes more anxious. Yung halimbawa, yung mga iba, pag anxiety, yung masyadong nag-iisip ng future.
Yes.
Ano?
Ay,
So
ako.
ang mindset ay laging nag-aalala about the future, no? So the psychological part, the therapy or the counseling, no? Pag clinical, so therapy, no? That helps, no? There are strategies. For example, sabi nga nila, ang gold standard for anxiety is CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy, but there are other strategies now, no? Na ine-employ, no? And then the social is understanding also ano yung mga external factors na nagtitrigger ng condition. For example, meron bang dapat baguhin sa pamilya? Okay, meron bang dapat baguhin sa lifestyle? Yan. So, when done in combination, there's medical support or biological support, there's psychological support, there's social support, and even other areas like maybe spiritual support
Spiritual
for
support,
others, yes,
napaka-importante
then it gets managed. No? So, the expectation lang siguro na gaano ba katagal yan? Gaano ba katagal ako bago maging okay ulit? No? So, of course, it takes time. No, it takes time, and progress is not linear.
Yes.
Ano? So, minsan, there are days na parang feeling mo, 5 steps forward, success, no? And then you'd go 10 steps backwards, no? So, ganun siya, no? So, it's part of the process. No? But if you have support, no, so that can support that you can turn to, no? So, even the days, the good days and the bad days will be managed. So, it's very important din na the person is patient with themselves, no, and that the family or the social support, caregivers, whoever, no, teachers also, friends, are also patient. No, So may mga days na, ano ba yan, kala ko ba okay na siya, no, pero ito na naman siya. No, so ganun talaga siya eh.
Pero ma'am, sa cases po na hinahandle nyo, may common denominator po ba yung mga taong may anxiety or depression? May common denominator ba sila? Kadalasan, ganito yung situation o kadalasan?
Well, common denominator. Meron naman yung mga factors na, sa mga pag-aaral din na associated, no, with depression. Again, we go back to the biopsychosocial, no, so the bio, meron talaga silang tendency for that, no, biological tendency. Meron sa pamilya, for example, o kaya yung mga may hormonal imbalances, no, among other possible causes, no. Psychological causes could be personality, the more anxious ones, or those who have a stronger need for control, no, can get relatively, frustrated or anxious. Okay, social, sa nakikita ko ay yung mga, at least for my own experience in practice, no, hirap talaga yung mga mahina ang social support. Okay? So when I say mahina yung social support, the family cannot
Opo.
provide the support that they need, no? And even in the workplace or friends, medyo walang masyadong nakukuhang support,
Opo.
no? So in my practice, I really see how important that you have at least one person, 2 persons
Opo.
na talagang naniniwala na kakayanin mo, no? At pinagkakatiwalaan mo.
Yung mga solid na tropa talaga. Get.
Tropa, pamilya, no, caregiver, even teacher, no, or even, a neighbor, no. If they're able to name someone na talagang they believe they believe in that person, no, and yung client or yung pasyente meron siyang trust sa person na yun. That helps.
Opo. Pero tari, mayroon nagmamahal sa'yo, no? Para kung simple.
Oo, nagmamahal sa'yo na may concern sa'yo. It
Opo,
doesn't have to
totoo.
be in a committed relationship,
Opo.
ha?
Opo, hindi
Oo.
yung romantic love.
Yeah.
Yung mahal ka, and kahit kaibigan, magulang.
Oo.
Pero ma'am, ako, ito lang ang naisip ko dun pagdating po sa social. Kasi parang punta naman po ng unti tayo sa philosophy naman. Parang yung philosophy na hindi mo kontrolado yung mga nasa paligid.
Of course, yes.
So
Oo.
parang paano po kaya ina-navigate yun na? Kunyari, yun nga, kung hindi mo makuha yung mga support na yun from your parents, your friends, your ganyan, at the same time, hindi mo rin makokontrol na ibigay nila sa'yo yun. So how do you handle that?
Oo. I appreciate you saying that, no, na parang we don't have control over others.
Opo.
We only have control over ourselves,
Opo.
no? Oo. Totoo 'yon. Yung sinasabi ko nga kanina, when people have this strong need for control, sometimes when they cannot control anymore, that makes them feel anxious or frustrated, 'di ba? So, hindi na naman natin sabihin na, please care for me. Di ba? Of course, you can ask that, please listen to me. You can always ask, pero how they will respond, hindi natin alam, no? Maaring hindi nila ibigay. So, yeah, one, corny man as it may sound, but be your own best friend, of course. Oo, no? I know it's hard, especially when you have a mental health condition, no, na kailangan talagang may mag-aalaga din sa'yo.
Opo.
No, yun talaga din yung reality, no. But to your own capacity, sa kakayahan mo, no, strive to seek support. No, there will always be someone who will be willing to help you, as in. No, oo, whether kapitbahay mo or ano, but of course, you have to ask. You have to ask. And then network na yan eh. So hindi ka man niya matulungan, maaring pwede ka niyang i-refer sa ibang tao na makakatulong sa'yo.
Ma-share ko lang. Dati po meron akong dark time. Tapos after para mga 6 years na ata yun, nag-message ako kay Ma'am Trina, nireply ako ni Ma'am Trina doon sa problema ko. Yung tanong ko po nung dati parang sa sa hypersensitivity ko kasi parang ito po yung parang yung struggle ko rin kasi parang kasi po, di ba, nagsusulat din ako kanta, medyo nasa creative side din ako. Hypersensitive talaga ako, like, I feel things, kahit kunyari, sa simpleng kanta, grabe ako kilabutan.
Oh, yeah.
Minsan makakita ako ng kutsilyo, natatakot ako dun sa talim ng kutsilyo, yung, ano po ako talagang hypersensitive. Pag kailangan ko siya, kahit sa trabaho, sa pahinga po, sa creativity, pagsulat, sa art, gamit na gamit. So, beneficial sa akin. Ang problema po, pag naka-experience ka ng mga problema, iba rin yung impact sa akin.
Yeah. Oo.
So, parang yun po yung parang isa ka rin na struggle na paano ko ba na-navigate tong yung ito na talaga na parang hindi ko naman makokontrol yung sensitivity ko. Pero at the same time, how do I protect my peace ba? Or parang
Yeah. That's a good reflection, Baste. No? Kasi tama ka.
Opo.
No? On good days, wala kang problema. You're able to think clearly.
Opo.
No? So, hindi mo isipin, kanina ba ako tatakbo kung may problema ako? Kasi wala ka naman problema, so hindi mo isipin yan. No? That's why, when it hits you, no, on difficult, bad days, it's harder to think of people to ask. no? So it helps, no? It helps to identify, no? So siguro this is a practical tip, that I can share is to identify your what we call sa mga bata nga 5 fingers of safety,
Opo.
no? So alam mo kung sino yung mga tao or even offices, organizations or hotlines for example na pwede mong lapitan, no? So when you're able to think clearly, no, maybe when you kung sino man nakakapakinig nito, no, when you journal at night or when you can think about it tonight, no, pag may problema ako, halimbawa dinadatnan ako ng lungkot or anxiety na parang feeling ko nahihirapan akong i-handle mag-isa. So, sino ba yung mga tao na pwede kong lapitan? No, so that's why it's 5 fingers of safety because these are the people whom I can go to, I feel safe with, no? And I know na kahit papano maaalalayan ako. No? So, yun, siguro kung ikaw, kung mahirap, some would say that, oh, teacher, ang hirap naman 5, I only have 3. That's okay. I mean, we'll take it. No? But have that list with you. So 1, sino ba? Could be family. 2, could be friends. 3, could be someone from school or work. No, 4th could be an organization, for example, for mental health, nandiyan yung NCMH, Hopeline, no, Natasha Goldborn, mga ganon na pwede mo kontakin, In Touch. And then 5 could be someone else, no? Could be a religious or spiritual person, whoever, no? Ikaw yan. No, pero have that list ready so that when you're feeling like you're struggling, you can reach out to these people.
Tsaka ako sa experience ko naman, ma'am. Kasi syempre pag medyo may different personality ka, medyo syempre polarizing ka eh. Kahit ako, ano naman ako, relatively accepted naman ako ng tao. Pero kahit kunyari worst case ka na difficult person ka, ako sa experience ko naman, makakahanap ka pa rin ng mga tao na safe space. Totoo. Meron at meron.
Yes, tiwala, no? Tiwala. I have seen like difficult people na parang feeling nila pag humingi sila ng tulong, hindi sila tutulungan or nakakaistorbo sila, no? But when they decide to ask, when they decide to reach out, they get help. No? So it's that golden first step na parang okay, I will ask for help. Oo. And yun nga, ang maganda din sana from the other side of the fence is that ikaw sa sarili mo, how can you be a safe person to others?
Sa iba, yun din.
So I go back to ano ba yung kailangang skill ngayon, no? It's empathy, so I hope people can remind themselves, no, na how can be a safe person to others, so that when they need support, they know that they can turn to me, no, na hindi ko man sila mabigyan ng tulong na kailangan nila, pero pwede nila akong lapitan para ma-refer ko sila. Parang ganun. Because you don't have to always be the one to provide the help. I mean, connecting them to other people is also help in itself. Oo. As simple as, eto, pumunta ka sa ganitong center or pumunta ka sa ganitong tao. You know, it's help in itself. No? So,
kasi relationships two-way talaga yan. So parang para makahanap ka rin ng mga tao na safe space mo, dapat nga maging safe space ka rin para sa kanila.
Yeah, oo. Yun, ganun, no?
Mama na naman po. Kasi ito, how do you distinguish between personal responsibility and psychological conditioning when it comes to human behavior? Kasi nga po, di ba, parang yun, lahat ng na-experience natin dito, naapektuhan yung behavior natin. So, may tayo na external ang causes ng behaviors mo. Pero at the same time, may responsibility ka rin sa sarili mong action. So, paano mo na-navigate?
That question, girl, I would need like a specific situation.
Kunyari po, ito. Simple. Sobrang hirap ng Pilipinas. Korap ang gobyerno. Mahirap ka. Gumagawa ka ng krimen o nagnanakaw ka. So technically, yung circumstances mo yung gumawa ng rason kung bakit ka gumagawa ng masama. Pero at the same time, alam mong krimen yun, alam mong bawal yun, so may responsibility ka pa rin na bawal yun. Parang ganun po. Pero kung sa mental health po, parang ganun, na parang toxic kunyari yung paligid mo.
Yeah.
Pero at the same time, hindi ka dapat maging toxic din. Parang ganun.
Well, systemic kasi yan. So, while our surroundings, our environment really affects our behavior, our choices, hindi mo talaga maano yan eh, hindi mo madedena. Minsan talagang the external forces are so compelling, 'di ba, na it pushes you to do things that sometimes you don't want to do. No, oo. But I think this is where the choice
Apo.
comes in, no, na and be able to weigh the pros and cons of your choices, no. So it's siguro if I will come from a framework, no. So what is it that you want to happen? What is it that you want to happen? Ano yung need na fino-fulfill no? Halimbawa, gusto kong yumaman, no? Kasi may need ako na ma-feel na stable ang buhay ko.
Opo.
No? Pero ano yung plan mo? What do you want to happen and how do you plan to achieve that want? No? So you can always come up with options, no? So after planning, you evaluate your options. So kapag ba ito yung ginawa ko, will it lead to good or bad outcomes, no? So option 2, if I do this, will it lead to good or bad outcomes, no? So after doing that, no, parang uupuan mo siya, isipin mo talaga, that's when you make the choice, no? So now, whether you choose to do the bad thing or the good thing, okay, well,
Nasa sayo pa rin talaga yan.
oo. Pero, yun nga, no, to say that it's purely the person's responsibility can also be, din naman, no, mahirap din naman na it's purely choice. Kasi nga, minsan, talagang the external forces are so strong, no, so compelling, sometimes matter of life and death.
Yes.
That wala ka ng luxury to evaluate options, no? Siguro that's where other person's support
Papasok.
would come in, no? To help you make good choices, no, and to elevate your problem para yung larger source of the problem, for example, the societal, political,
Opo.
will also be addressed, no? We are a sum of all these internal and external forces, no, when we make
Totoo.
this
Yan ang
decision.
din ang mahirap sa pagiging tao no? Kahit ganyan ang science, talagang lagi mo pa rin ibabalanse yung sarili mo at
Oo,
community mo
yeah. At ako din, honestly, nahirapan akong sagutin, no?
Opo,
Kasi
mahirap.
talagang, no, minsan talagang may mga bagay na nagagawa mo dahil, the situation is so difficult.
Opo.
You just want things resolved. Okay, it's just that sometimes when we choose the bad choice, I say to simplify it, the bad choice, it creates more consequences.
Totoo.
Oo, yung ganun.
Ma'am, punta naman po tayo, alis po tayo ng konti sa psychology.
Sige.
Psychology pa rin to. Pero ito naman po kasi, si ma'am, is a parent din.
Yes, oo.
At ang isa po sa expertise niya or in-specialize niya is paano may harness yung talent ng isang bata. So ma'am, ito. When it comes to parenting, ma'am, what are the most important things that a parent should take note if they want their children to reach their full potential?
Oh, okay. Sige. Marami namang literature about
Opo.
building children's talents, no, potentials, and even not just their talents and potentials, but even their character.
Character,
No,
yeah.
so napaka-importante niyan. Oo. Well, of course, sabihin natin, it starts with the family, no? So, of course, the family should know what they value, their values, no, and it will guide them, no? But in terms of reaching their full potential, recognizing their talents, una, no, and siguro coming from our own journey sa aming daughter na it's really listening and observing kung ano yung interest niya.
Okay.
Oo. So, bata pa lang siya. Ako kasi personally, I believe everyone has a talent.
Yes.
Oo. Kailangan lang talagang ma-discover,
Okay.
magamit, ma-nurture, no, at ma-affirm, no, na
Totoo.
makita rin ng mga tao na oo nga, talent siya, no. So yun, it's very important na the family recognizes yung interest ng bata. No? It starts from there
Opo.
usually it starts from there na what they like. So halimbawa, pag nakikita mo yung bata mahilig sa musical instruments o kaya mahilig sumabay sa mga kanta, sayaw,
opo,
ganun.
opo.
Okay, that could be a sign. Oh, baka may talent siya dito. Di ba? Kasi interesado siya dito. And next is, so pag nakita yon, it's affirming. No, how do we affirm? We use words. No, oh, I can see na kumakanta ka, o mahilig ka sumayaw, o ang galing mo sumabay sa mga TikTok challenges,
Opo.
yung gano'n. So, ipaalam sa bata na, o mukhang no, may galing ka dito, no, at kaya mo tong gawin. Third, kung kaya ng resources, is to really give materials or tools na maha-harness yung talent nila, no? So, dito papasok yung kung mahilig siya kumanta, baka pwede ka mag-download ng app. Di ba may mga karaoke app or
Opo,
something? Oo. O kaya yung iba, kung kaya ng
Voice
resources nila, mag-voice lessons, tama. O kaya, syempre, medyo costly din naman. Oo, totoo yan, no? Tapos,
YouTube University, man.
Pwede. Yun nga, the technology allows for that already, no? Ano pa ba? Give them opportunities to experience success. Ano, so halimbawa, sa party, kung mahilig kumanta, pakantahin, yung gano'n. No? So kasi when children experience success or increments of success, they build their confidence. No? So they want to grow their talent, no? And then so that's within the family. I think, no, from our experience, ang nakita namin sa talent development ng aming daughter, napaka-importante ng school. Yan, no? So when the school provides opportunities, no, for children to showcase their talents, that really helps.
Opo.
No, that really helps. Yon. So, listen to their interests, support. No, it doesn't have to be bibilin ganito ganyan, but just give them the opportunity to showcase that, no. Third is find a school or that allows them to show their talents.
Opo.
Or whether a specialized school or a regular school, no. Encourage lang sila, no. And of course, you reward the reward.
Yung reward system na.
Well, sa bata, oo, that works, 'di ba? Oo. But it doesn't have to be always yung material rewards
Opo,
or
ayun nga po.
pera or whatnot. But it could be words of affirmation. Ang galing, grabe. O kahit natalo ka sa competition, I saw how you tried your best, yung ganun, ginawa mo yung lahat mo.
Opo.
Yun, yung ganun. Tapos mga simple treats, syempre kung kaya naman din. That, and yun nga, to encourage them to make it a habit. No, practice is important. Sabi nga naman sa literature ng talented individuals, what is helpful to them talaga is to make it consistent. No? So every day, as they grow older, nagiging part yun ng routine nila. So may schedule talaga sila or may time in a day or in a week na talagang they practice the skill. That is, if they want to grow the. And another is the presence of a mentor.
Yan.
Oo,
Importante po ito.
ikaw, paano bang ang development
Opo.
ng iyong singing?
So singing, ito nga, yung next kong tanong. Kasi sa tatay ko po, gano'n na, suportahan naman, voice lessons ako and at the same time. Pero para sa akin, yung pinaka-key po, pero kasi ito medyo, hindi siya recommendable para sa lahat. Ang ginawa po sa akin ng tatay ko, parang may in-impose siya sa akin na standard na hindi ko makukuha sa ibang tao. Na parang, kunyari po dati, pero kasi yun nga, hindi ko siya marirecommend sa lahat. Kasi dati po, kunyari, syempre pag kumakanta ka na, yung mga teacher mo, mga tita mo, mga kaibigan na magulang mo, ay, ang galing mo naman kumanta, ang galing mo naman kumanta, ang galing mo. So si tatay po, parang inaano niya sa akin, ang kinondisyon niya sa akin, baste, sa akin ka makikinig kung maganda performance mo o hindi. Kasi yung mga tita mo, mga yes, i-affirm ka niyan kasi cute ka tapos kumakanta ka.
Yeah.
Pero ako hindi ako magsisinungaling sa iyo kasi wala naman akong gustong gusto ko lang gumaling ka lang. So parang inano niya sa akin na kahit gaano na karaming affirmations na nakukuha mo, huwag ka masatisfy. So parang nagkaroon din ako ng parang yung sarili ko bang yung criticism ko sa sarili ko yung pinaka-importante minsan. So parang yun po yung parang ko lagi na parang kahit nakakatanggap na ako ng compliments, hindi pa. So, pwede pang practice yan. Dito sa part na to, pwede pa. So, parang, yun po yung para sa akin nakatulong, pero hindi ko nga rin po, kasi ako, naging problema ko naman, yun nga po, naging self-critical ka na sobra, pero nakatulong din siya sa akin.
Oh, yeah,
Opo.
okay.
Pero ma'am, kunyari po, may tanong lang din ako, kondom po. Kasi nga po, di ba, ano po parang meron akong study ata na, actually, hindi siya study. Kasi meron pong Russian na educator, psychologist po ata siya. Meron siyang theory, hindi ko alam kung alam niyo to, ma'am, na pwede ka mag-create ng genius. Tapos may theory siya, pero ang problema po kasi, magkakaroon ng ethical problems kung gagawin mo yung study. Kasi tao yung pag-aaralan mo, tapos parang technically, i-groom mo, may mamanipulate mo para maging genius pero syempre po, siya, may paniniwala siya doon sa theory niya. Ginawa niya sa mga anak niya. Parang may theory siya na pwede mong gawing genius yung isa kung malalaman mo na nga po yung interest ng bata. Tapos, may start mo na siya before 3 years old.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh.
Ma-start mo na siya before 3 years old. Tapos parang may steps mo na after 3 years old, introduction. Tapos 4 to 5, parang dapat papunta na siya sa mastery ata or parang pag-honing. Tapos 12 years old, doon na technically magiging junior na siya doon. So parang ginawa niya po sa mga anak niya, 2 anak niya naging chess grandmaster.
Okay.
So totoo po ba yun na parang kaya mo talagang mag-create ng genius at hindi lang siya genetic lang?
Oh, okay. What I'm hearing from that is,
Opo.
it's more nurturing.
Opo.
No, parang nakitaan ng interest tapos ginawa niyang parang systematic or
Opo,
programmatic
parang
yung
ganun.
no. So in a sense, it's not really creating per se na
Opo.
parang walang potential,
Opo.
baka nakitaan ng potential, but it's really nurturing, no, honing the talent at a more periodic.
Opo, or
Parang ganun. Meron siyang targets. Oo, yun, meron siyang targets. Siguro one thing, no, there's a theory by Gagne,
Opo.
differentiated model of giftedness and talent, no. Meron tayong tinatawag na gifted and talented, no.
Okay,
Mga
ba?
gifted, but they can be at the same time, no. So, ang gifted, meron sila talaga, it's more innate, no, yung kanilang kakayahan. Parang they're born na, they're more advanced than others, no? And usually, specific domains yan. So, halimbawa, parang gifted siya sa math or sa performing arts or even leadership. You know, parang grabe, bata pa lang siya, talagang iba yung ano niya, no? Yung kanyang leadership tendency, no? Yung mga gano'n, no? So, it's more innate, no? Na makikita mo pa lang, bata pa lang siya, kahit walang masyadong support or nurturance, parang, oh my God, parang on their own, no, nakakatugtog ng magaling sa music, yung ganon. So, in a way, sila yung tinatawag ng mga geniuses. No?
Opo.
Pero meron din tayong mga talented, no, na parang meron silang potential. They start out na parang mukhang interest niya, ganon. Hindi sila way ahead. Pero with support, ginrow mo ng ginrow, nilagay mo siya sa isang program, nag-lesson
Opo.
siya, may mentor siya and whatnot, gumaling.
Gumaling, opo.
No? At minsan, nagiging at par sila sa isa't isa.
Opo.
No? So, yung sinasabi mo, the child or the children could have been gifted,
Opo.
no, kaya na-achieve talaga yung yung kanilang max potential at a certain developmental
Opo.
stage, or they could be talented, no, but with support, with talagang comprehensive na na training, no,
Opo.
gumaling talaga sila. Oo, so actually may mga gifted na talent becomes the end product of giftedness
Opo.
na they're able to demonstrate their skill kasi meron silang napoproduce, no. There are gifted children who don't get to produce.
Yes.
No, na nasa stunt yung kanilang development because the gift was not nurtured.
Nurtured.
No, so baka naalala niyo yung commercial na nurture the
Opo.
gift, no? Ano ba 'yon, yung
Promil-
gata? So, oo, because that's true. No, I mean even if you're born gifted or talented, but if it's not nurtured, hindi siya ma-reach yung full potential, no? So babalik ako dun sa kwento mo sa daddy mo. So parang what I'm hearing is parang naging mentor mo yung daddy mo.
Mentor ko
no?
po talaga.
Oo. So he set the standard for excellence.
Opo.
No, oo, yung ganun. Same with with other individuals who are gifted, who are talented, no. There's always that standard for excellence. No, so actually yung iba nga sa kanila minsan na-frustrate, no? Kasi pag hindi nila naaabot yung self-expectations or expectations set by whoever, the mentor or the program or whatnot, no? So, but that is one thing that I can say common to them. They have a certain standard of excellence.
Opo.
No, oo,
Yun nga po.
yun. Whether it's them or
Opo.
it's influenced by others around them, like their mentor.
Ako,
no,
problema
oo.
ko naman po sa tatay ko. Ngayon natanda ko na, hindi ko pa rin ma-please. Kaya minsan napaprostrate na ako. Parang, grabe
Oo,
naman.
Pero you have insight. Yun yung maganda doon.
Pero pag lasing
no?
naman siya, na ano naman ako.
Na-affirm
Nababati
ka.
ako. Na-affirm ako pag lasing. Pagka hindi, ano pa rin yung papakatatay ko. Parang, yung lahat bilib na sa'yo, hindi pa rin, wala pa rin.
Oo. But now you have yourself to tell you that.
Ayun nga po,
no?
ayun nga po.
Oo.
Parang at least ako, parang nagkaroon ako ng awareness na hindi rin ako pwede magpakulong doon sa standard lang din ng tatay ko. Pero, opo.
Your experiences would also help you understand yourself. Oo.
Ma'am, ito naman po next question. Kasi nga po, nasa ano po, child psychology tayo. Ay, sige ma'am.
Sige lang,
konting
oo.
questions na lang din. Ano po ba yung importansya ng childhood ng isang tao sa adult life naman niya?
Siyempre,
Napaka-importante.
napaka-importante. Parang paayan ng ating ng bahay. Whatever your childhood experiences can really affect your adult development. So, in many ways, I mean, if we'll think of an example, ano ba? It's very important in any sense kasi the things that you believe in as an adult, no, may have stemmed from your childhood experiences, no, how you manage your emotions, how you solve problems, no. Maaaring natutunan mo yan sa iyong pagkabata, no, yung idea mo ng support, kanino ka lalapit, no. Foundational kasi talaga siya, no? Pero it doesn't mean naman that it's only the childhood phase
Opo.
that affects your adult development, no? So, syempre, yun nga, hindi naman static ang ating development, eh.
Opo.
Depende sa sitwasyon, no? So, when you reach adolescence, no, maaari ding may mangyari, no, positive, negative, no, na makaka-influence sa yung adult development. But yeah, basically, from babyhood, no?
Opo.
From babyhood, may may epekto sa atin kung ano man tayo ngayon, no? Physical health, mental health, social, emotional, yeah.
Parang nabanggit niyo po, parang ano ko doon, kasi medyo naaral ko rin, parang siyang core beliefs, no? Parang core work, no? Yung parang, minsan meron kang mga problema ngayon, na parang kailangan mong hukayin yung mga pinaniwalaan mo ng bata ka para ma-address yung mga problema mo ngayon.
Yes, maaring nag-stem from, kasi naman yan, ng ating mga core beliefs, no? Maaring yan, shaped over time,
Opo.
or it could be shaped by non-normative experiences. Ibig sabihin, doesn't have to be pagkabata mo, pero may nangyari sa'yo nung teenage years mo or whatever phase in your development na sobrang impactful niya. It shapes your belief, no? So, but I understand how some may need to have childhood experiences processed, no, because it affects their functioning now that they're adults, no. Oo.
Pero ma'am, kayo ma'am, as a parent, naapektuhan po ba ng pagiging therapist and psychologist niya yung parenting style niya?
Oo.
Sa paano po?
Oo. Well, syempre, yung isa lang naman ang anak ko, no? Tapos, nung nabuntis ako, even from that very moment when I found out that I was pregnant, ina-apply ko na yung concepts ng DepPsych. Yung ganon. So, siguro sabi nga nila, advantage, no? Kasi alam mo yung mga do's and don'ts, ganon. So, oo, I try to apply. Even yung, yung mga natututunan ko about talent development, I also apply to my daughter. I am proud to say, no, she's multi-talented
Opo.
talaga. No?
Ano po? Anong mga...
Well, she plays musical instruments. No? She plays the
Sige.
piano, the violin, the ukulele. Tapos magaling siya kumanta. Ano pa ba? She's very good in photography. So that's one skill na actually medyo,
Opo.
hindi na namin na bibigyan ng attention. But she's very good. I mean, 2 years old pa lang siya, ang galing na niya, no? Oo. Gamit lang niya yung point and shoot ko before minsan,
Opo.
tapos yung phone, no? Ano pa ba? Now, na-invite siya to train for varsity sa basketball. She made it to the
Ang
team.
lawak.
Oo. So, tapos yung kanyang interest sa music is very broad.
Opo.
So, from classical to hard rock.
Opo. Oh,
Ano, grabe. Talaga mas marami pa
Opo.
siyang alam sa akin. No? So, so na-apply ko sa kanya, na-apply namin sa kanya. Pero, ito yung downside.
Opo.
No? So, kapag meron kaming nakikita na challenges niya, sometimes, I find myself saying na, bakit hindi ko na-catch yun? Oo.
Nasisisi niyo yung sarili.
Parang
Opo.
ganon. Oo. So, syempre, bilang bata, hindi naman laging happy yung kanyang childhood. She experiences challenges in school. Sometimes we also have conflicts at home, no? So, yun. The downside is sometimes I find myself saying na psychologist pa naman ako or kami mag-asawa tapos
opo.
hindi ko na-catch yun. Yung
Yes.
ganon. Pero, that's when me and my husband would remove our psychologist hat when we ask that question and take on the parent hat.
Parent.
We are not our child psychologist. We are her parents. So,
Opo.
yun.
Ma'am, ano po ba yung mga maipapayo niyo naman sa mga parent
Mm.
para maging mabuting magulang?
Oh yeah, that's hard because there is no perfect parenting.
Yes.
Oo. Of course, the strategies would help, no? So, kung merong mga parenting training, webinar, or mga discussions about parenting, that helps. No, kahit ako no. Madalas ako nakikinig ng
Opo.
mga parenting na mga webinars and even podcasts, ano. So that helps to listen to others, experts or other parents' experiences, no. But to always also listen to your child, no.
Opo.
Parang ganon. Journey with your child, no. Sometimes let your child lead you, no? But a lot of times walk with your child. Ganun. So kung ano yung pangangailangan nila, marinig mo, no, tapos mahanapan yun ng way para mabigay yon or ma-fulfill yon, no?
Opo.
And of course to communicate, no? Communicate signs of appreciation, of affirmation, whatever your love language is, no? So iparamdam, iparating, no? Araw-araw sa mga bata na mahal nyo sila, no? I mean, we all have our different ways of expressing our love, no? So sa anak namin, maliit pa lang siya. Meron kasing song na 4 hugs a day.
Opo.
So yung 4 hugs a day, that's the minimum, ganon. So yun, so we express our appreciation for her through hugs and very din kasi kami, expressive in words. So I'd like to think that helps,
Opo.
no? And to what also worked for her is even as a child, no? I would tell her na, anak, ganun, try to use your words. No? Of course, we understand that not all children, no, are capable of expressing themselves in words, no? But for children who can express, no, it's teaching them to and empowering them to use their words. Tell me what you want, tell me what you need, tell me if I'm not doing it right, no, tell me, no, in words or if not in actions or even in a letter, no. So para I understand you.
Totoo.
Yung ganun.
Napaka-importante po nun, ma'am, no, yung openness nyo naman sa anak. Kasi, di ba po, may common dito na, lalo na Filipino parenting. Hindi, sumunod ka lang. Alam namin yung tama. Kami lang ang tama. Huwag kang sasagot. Huwag kang mga katwiran. Huwag kang ano. Ako po kasi, sa tatay ko naman, doon naman po ako grateful sa parenting ng tatay ko. Though hindi naman siya perfect. Pero, nung bata po kami, tuwing nagagalit siya, lagi yung sinasabi, gusto ko matuto kayo mga twiran. Gusto ko magsalita kayo. Gusto kong
Okay, yeah.
matuto kayong magbigay nga ng opinion nyo kasi ayoko maging bobo kayo. Inaano ni tatay dati.
Oo.
So parang yun po yung parang sa akin na naging comfortable ako kagad sa tatay ko, maging open. Kaya hanggang ngayon po, kahit lahat ng problema ko, lagi kong nasasabi sa kanya.
Oo, that's nice. Oo. Yeah, I think that yung to encourage the child na kahit younger ka sa akin,
Opo.
sabihin mo, no, use your words because even if I am your parent, no,
Opo.
I know that there are things that I may not be able to pick up agad.
Opo.
So just tell me. Oo, tell me,
nakakatawa
use
po.
your words. Ngayon, kung ang anak ay hindi makapagsalita. No, halimbawa may mga kondisyon, no, baka sabihin kasi yung anak mo nakakapagsalita, no, yung anak ko hindi, no. So and we really understand that, no. But yung sinasabi natin na listen to what is not said, no, the words, the sounds that they make, no, even yung grunting, yung yung mga mumbling nila, no. These are ways that they communicate, and as parents, no, we are the experts in our child's life or understanding our child. The parent will be able to pick it up, no, but the us parents, we really have to listen to the words and to the actions. Yun.
Ma'am, tapusin na po natin.
Sige.
Last question na,
Okay.
ma'am. Huling-huling tanong ko na lang po, ma'am. Ano po yung message nyo as a psychologist and as a therapist sa youth? Kasi sila po yung magiging mga gagalaw na dito sa society natin in the future. Ano po yung mensahe nyo sa kanila?
Okay, so ang hirap mag give a concise message, but this is what I have in mind right now, no. The youth now, you live in an opportune time, no. Itong panahon na to, grabe. Everything, no, is accessible, almost readily accessible, no. So I have my notes here so I don't forget, no. So dahil ang daming nangyayari, ang bilis na mga nagaganap, no, ang dami with social media technology and everything, no. I hope the youth now remember and really experience the value of slowing down, no? Taking pauses. Ngayon kasi parang bawal nang mabore.
Totoo.
Diba? Parang
Puro stimulation.
Oo, talagang very stimulating din kasi ang environment ngayon. So I hope and even in the family, for young children to experience yung wala silang gadget, no? Tapos they have quiet time. They have the opportunity to take a break, aral, laro, and then there's that pause in between. So they experience that slowing down, and they just feel, their bodies, no? So they pay attention to how they feel in their heart and in their body, no? Ayun, so that one, no? And like what I've said, it's okay to get bored. We go back to the discussion on talent. Minsan, yung kanilang creativity lumalabas pag bored sila.
Opo.
Oo. Pag bored ng bata, walang magawa, maghahanap ng gagawin yan. No? So,
Opo.
that chance, no, na it's okay, no, ibigay sa mga bata. Second, be out in nature.
Yeah, opo. Touch some grass.
Oo, touch some grass. That's true, di ba? Touch some grass, feel the wind on your skin, listen to nature sounds. Why? Because it's grounding. No, literally, it's grounding. And people now are always indoors eh. Oo. Pero yung stimulation, natural stimulation, yung vitamins na nakuha natin sa
Opo.
labas, yung energy, and yung beneficial sa health natin, maaring nakuha natin sa labas eh. And nature, from a siguro psychological vantage point, when you look at nature has so much lessons to tell.
Yes.
Like for example, yung, di ba may mga pictures tayo nakikita na merong road na may crack.
Opo.
Tapos may tumutubong
Opo.
weed.
Tumutubong.
'Di ba? Kahit na ang init tuyong-tuyo pero may weed, no? So sometimes yung may makikita tayong ganun, and it just gives us that moment and that feeling of awe.
Oh, yeah.
'Di ba na parang wow, ganun. Tapos and it tells you things about life.
Opo.
Sometimes you just experience that when you are out in nature.
Totoo.
'Di ba? And to experience yung grabe, that feeling that there is something larger than me. For all these things to happen, like it's so beautiful. And to feel that feeling of awe is good for our mental health.
Totoo
Right?
po yun.
Oo. Yan. And next is nurture your gifts and talents and use them to make the world a happier place.
Yes.
Okay? So, there are a lot of gifted, talented people. I will not name names, but, globally, there are very smart people, but they use their smart for selfish reasons.
Yes.
No? So, when you discover your gifts and talents, use that so that you inspire people like you. You figure out na ito yung gusto ko eh. Dito yung sa tingin ko yung skill eh. And you bring all these things out there, no? So, use your talents and gifts and use it to make the world, corny man as it may sound, a better,
better place.
happier, safer, more supportive place. You know? And lastly, okay, and drawing then from my conversations with other people and some clients, no, that there are things that are beyond our control. So trust that there is something out there. It doesn't have to be a god, or it doesn't have to be a religious thing, no. But
Opo.
there is something out there that's larger than us, that you know makes this world, you know, parang exist in harmony.
Yes.
You know, that when there are things that you cannot control, there are others, or there is a greater force that can help you.
Yung kayang induce yung hope and trust.
Yes. Oo. So that,
Totoo yun.
no, trust in yourself, trust in others, trust in a greater force.
Yes.
Okay? And I'm not saying it's a religious thing,
Opo.
but just that belief that there's something out there that's listening to me.
Yes.
Okay? And that will help me and guide me. Oh, yun.
Ma'am, maraming
Okay.
salamat po sa opportunity na ito. Napakaganda po ng
Thank
kwentuhan
you.
natin, ma'am. Maraming
Oo.
salamat po.
No bashing.
Ma'am, maraming salamat.
Thank you very much.